going to discuss about Python dependency management using Poetry. So what is Poetry? Poetry is a Python dependency management tool. It is a modern tool to manage Python dependencies, packaging, and publishing. And key features include managing dependencies using pyproject.toml file, builds and publishing packages. It creates and isolates virtual environments. It replaces pip, requirements.txt, and setup tools with a unified approach. We'll get into more details once we proceed. So what are the key differences or key benefits of using Poetry over the manually creating virtual environment or manually managing the packages? So first is definitely dependency management. It uses pyproject.toml and poetry.lock file over requirements.txt, and environment creation is managed by Poetry automatically. Supports log file, so all the sub-dependencies are managed through log files, and it has the unified workflow, so one command to add and remove packages. But in case of manual approach, we have separate steps for installing, freezing, and updating. So let's get into how to install Poetry. So Poetry installations can be done using that command for all the different kinds of OS like Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So I'll skip this part as Poetry is already installed in my system. I'll use Mac for the demo, but it is very same for all the other operating systems as well. One thing to remember, Poetry requires Python 3.7 or later. So you can check your Python version quite easily using the following command: Python -- version. In case of Mac, you need to use Python 3 -- version. So you can use following instructions if Python is not installed in your system. So there are different ways for installing Python for different operating systems. So let's get into the demo. So there are two main commands to get started with Poetry. So you can use Poetry new project name. Here it is my project. It will create a boilerplate code for the new project like source folder and tests folder, and we can use Poetry init when we want to create a project interactively. So it will create an empty folder, so where we need to create our own folder structure, one project structure on our own. Let's see it in demo. So we'll start with project Poetry new my project for creating a new project. So it has created a new project called my project. Let's see the folder structure or project structure it created. So you can see it here. There are four different files got created: pyproject.toml, readme.md, source, and tests. Okay. So now we'll try installing one package for that particular project. So how do we do that? We use Poetry add dependency name or package name. So for now, we'll use the requests. So it installed a requests package inside our project, and you can see it here. It also created a virtual environment when we started installing a new package. Okay, now again see the folder structure. So you see another file got added called poetry.lock. Okay, so poetry.lock is a place where adds all the dependencies and their sub-dependencies. Okay, we can quickly check the structure of the pyproject.toml. Now you can see it here. It has a project name and version. Description is left empty. The author name you can update later. What is the readme file? Which Python version is required in order to run that particular project, and what are the dependencies, that the recent dependencies that we have added, that is requests. Okay, now we'll go back and use another way of creating project interactively using Poetry init. Let's create a new folder. Now we are inside the project. Now we will run the command. Now here the package name automatically taken as the directory name, that is the Poetry demo, and version is will give as it is. Description will add something like poetry demo, and author, let me add my signature name, and licenses will keep it empty. Compatible Python version, so we can define the compatible Python version for this project. So let's add 3.12.4, and it is asking, would you like to define your main dependencies? Really, you can simply keep on enter, enter. You can skip now or do confirm generations. I'll enter. Now the project has been created. Now let's see the project structure. So only pyproject.toml has been created compared to the other command using poetry new. Okay. Now let's see. Now we will install one dependency inside that particular project, and we'll see what happens. So for installing the new package, we'll run the same command: poetry add requests. Now it will install that particular dependency, and at the same time it will create a virtual environment. Okay. Now let's see the project structure. So poetry.lock and pyproject.toml. Now if we check the pyproject.toml, now you see I added poetry demo is the project name, version 0.1.0, and description is poetry demo that we added, and the author name also has been added, and also you can check the dependency here. The dependency got added. Let's move to the some other comments. Now poetry add requests for adding the dependencies that we have already discussed. Now if you want to specifically add a new dependency for the development environment only, so that you can use the poetry add -dev, and this is the dependency name, that is the pytest. Now if you want to remove any dependency gracefully without affecting any other dependencies, okay, so best way to do that is the poetry remove request, and it will remove the dependency. And you can check here, it does not only remove the dependency requests but also the sub dependencies that got added by the requests. Okay, so your project directory always remain, and your virtual environment always remains clean. Now let's run that command by pyproject.toml. Now you see now dependency got empty. So previously the dependency was requests, and now it become empty. Okay, so we can very easily use that particular command. Now poetry update and poetry update request. So if you want to update any particular dependency and update all the dependencies mentioned in the dependency section by the dependency version, and if you want to update a specific version, then you can use poetry update requests. Specific dependency, then you can update poetry update the dependency name. Let's move to the next section called poetry install. Now, what poetry install does. Now, if you have imported a particular project, or if you have cloned a particular project from version control system like Git, GitHub, Bitbucket, or GitLab, then whatever the dependencies mentioned in the pyproject.toml file, using poetry install, those dependencies will get installed in your system. So just using that particular command, you will be ready. Now, if you want to get information about the environment, then you can run poetry environment info. So poetry env info. It will give you information about what is the Python version it is being used, what is the path for the virtual environment, and what is the executable. So all these different informations you can get. Okay. Now let's get back to the some other projects. If you want to check the poetry current configurations, then you can use poetry configurations list. Those commands are very less used, so one time. And you can check the poetry show command and poetry show requests command. So let me show you quickly how it works. Poetry add test and requests. Okay, so you can add multiple dependencies using that particular command. So you see the pytest and request both will get added. Okay, now we'll go back and check again the dependencies. You see the pytest and requests both got added. Now we'll check using poetry show. It will show you. Look, so poetry show gives all the libraries that are required for that particular project, and it gives versions for that particular library. Along with it will give a short descriptions of the libraries. So it's nice way to know what all packages or libraries are installed for your project and their short description. And if you want to specifically know about some of the libraries, say for now, we want to know about requests. So poetry use the same command along with the particular library. So it will give the little deeper information, like name is the requests, version is current version install is 2.32.4, and what is description of the particular project is Python HTTP for human, and there are other sub-dependencies that got added along with the requests library. Now there are a few more commands that if you want to publish a particular library into PyPy, the Python package manager, then you can use this command. Poetry build will help you to build. Poetry publish will help you to publish. And if you are using it for the first time, then you can use poetry config pypy token to configure the pypy token. And poetry publish -build, it will do the build and publish in a single command. Next few things related to poetry, that is if you want to check the what is the if you want to validate your project, then you can use poetry check. If you want to check which current poetry versions if you've installed, then poetry versions. If you can freshly create the poetry log file, if there is any problem due to the recursive dependencies, then you can use the poetry log. Now let's recap the few important commands that you need to remember. Is that when you are going to create a project with some boilerplate project structure, they use poetry new project name, and if you want to create a project in an interactive manner, use poetry init. To add dependencies or libraries or packages inside your project, you can use poetry add, and you can use multiple libraries separated by space, like poetry add requests space pytest. Then if you want to remove specific dependency, you can use poetry remove requests. Poetry install is when you are bringing a new project from another system or from another version control systems you have cloned. Then use the poetry, get inside that particular project and use poetry install to start that particular library. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you like it, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.